been desensitizing us since we were born. And I'll give you some examples. Let's start with the big one. Let's start with words we hear all the time and never even think about. Let's start with the word entertainment. To entertain. What does that mean? To bind or hold. To bind or hold what? An audience's attention. Okay, now let's take the word Hollywood. Where does that come from? Well, Hollywood comes from the holly tree. And the ancient Druids, back in the day, used to take the holly tree, make wands to weave spells, cast spells, or channel spells. What do we have in our houses? TVs. But if you stop and you say the word television, and when you turn on that television, what do you get? What's the first thing that pops up? A list of channels. And when you turn on those channels, what's on those channels? Programming. They are programming you. They've been programming your whole life. You don't even know it. They do it with your music. They do it with your TV. They do it with your movies. They do it with your games. They have been programming us and programming you since you were little, and you don't even know it because you don't even question it.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts.
My son wears
Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Sean and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P. Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? It's Thursday, February 12th. Yeah, y'all. Hope everybody's good. Shout out to everybody. I'm about to get to your good morning. Jay Black will get on here when he gets on here, y'all. All right, clean this laptop. All right, a lot going on. Pam Bondi being destroyed during the hearing. I don't know what it means. We got a few clips. She going down with the shit. Pam Bondi has decided I am all if all in was a person, here's that bitch. She is, I guess you ain't got no choice, but it all goes down. They're gonna use you as the scapegoat, and they're gonna when this all happens and the implosion happens and trials happen years from now, which that's what it'll be. If we're lucky enough to get out under this administration. You know, the corruption will continue, but it'll be a different way. I want to go down the rabbit hole. But years from now, when there are trials and people are asking for justice for the cover up of the Epstein files and the cover up of the corruption and the government and the cover up of the ethnic cleansing that is being done by ICE and the cover up of ICE and the cover up of billions of dollars being stolen and sent to foreign countries and the wars that are being started and all the illegal shit that's going on, all the violations of all the constitutional rights and all that good stuff. When the trials come, Christy Nome and Pam Bondi will be the sacrificial lambs that will be handed over as the people who will be punished, and they will use that to satisfy us. They will use that to satisfy us. And they will use these two, and they'll be like, they're going to prison, and they will be used to satisfy us. But she ain't got no choice. She's all in. I mean, she's in front of these people being proven to be a liar over and over and over again. The girl crashed out and was spiraling, and then they put the proof. Here's the proof that you lied. Here's some more proof that here are the victims behind you. They were behind her that you didn't talk to. That these victims right here were never taught. Any of you victims ever speak to Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice? Then raise your hand if you had. Nobody raised their hand. It's just she ain't got no choice unless she wants to risk her life and say, "Okay, I lied." Of course, that's not gonna happen. I lied. It's not a movie, y'all. And they will put her up, and they will make her and Christy Nome and a few other Cash Patel and a few other ones who were just the spokespeople, who were just the pawns. They'll use them. There were moments during that hearing that I got to watch like about 45 minutes where her technique of not even looking up at the person speaking and her scrolling and flipping pages and doing this very childlike, very I'm not going to look directly at you because childishly I'm going to try and act as if you're not on my level, but in reality you're in a corner with nowhere to go, and all you're being told is you keep doing what you've been doing and you ain't got no choice. You see the fear. The mask of aggression that they use, that mask of aggression and attacking back, we see the fear. Your future is in the palms of the hands of your president, of Stephen Miller, Stephen Bannon, all these demonic Satan evilists, tyrants and fascists. You know your future is with them. Because when they fall, when your president falls, you are going to catch the wrath. He somehow or another is going to escape off or maybe pass away. Steve Bannon, he'll catch it. Stephen Miller, he'll catch it. But for the rest of the people behind it, the names that we don't know, or the names that sit rows behind the president who control this, you're going to be the sacrificial lamb. And a lot of silly Americans will actually be satisfied with that. It ain't going to be, it's not going to be one of the movie endings where the real bad guys get caught. No, they won't. No, they won't. But sadly enough, it's more just a sparring session because, we know you lied. We got proof you lied. And she walks on out. Nobody gets fired. Nobody gets jailed. But she will, but it'll be years from now. You think Christy Nome didn't, I hope I'm saying her last name right, Christy Nome, didn't see the videos of what happened in Minneapolis and knows exactly what happened, and they just told the bitch, this is what you gonna say. Y'all slept with the devil. Y'all in bed making love to the devil. And consequences will come. They will. And God will deal with those who don't get touched by justice. They will be touched. Not in a human way, maybe not the way we want, not maybe that will satisfy us. But for you, Christy and Pam and Kash Patel and you lower level pawns, that's got to be a sick feeling knowing it, because it will crumble. And that's why they got your faces out there in the front line, because you were dumb enough to take the job. They knew you three in particular were dumb enough to actually take a job that you knew you had no business having. You were dumb enough to get in that arena, and they knew you were dumb enough to just go there and spread lies that everybody knows are lies. And you are on record. You're on record spreading the lies. You're doubling down. You haven't even given yourself an angle. You haven't even given yourself wiggle room because you can't, because they got you choked the fuck up. Say this, and keep saying it over and over again. You don't even have any wiggle room when this all comes down and this administration crumbles. You don't even have any wiggle room to say, yeah, but I didn't know. No, you've made it very clear you did know about everything. And you've denounced these victims and you've laughed in their face and you didn't redact their names, but you redacted the predators and the savage men and women who took part in this. You hid their names, but you left the victim names unredacted. Enjoy. Because when it comes, it will come. And it may not come anytime soon. It may really come 2 or 3 years from now, y'all, when these people go to prison. But it won't be the person that we want. But it will be these little pawns that you've seen speaking and grabbing microphones and putting everything on the line. The Kash Patels, the Christy Gnomes, the Pam Bondis. It will. All right. Happy Thursday, y'all. It's Thankful Thursday. Let's get to these good mornings. I think Snacks is hitting me. Let me read Snacks' message. Morning, bro. Got to start the rollout this weekend for both events. I got a nice setup. Let me know when you're ready. Cool beans. All right, let's get to these good mornings. I don't know when Jay Black's going to join the show. He'll be on the show. You know how he gets on. He could be here 10 minutes from now. He could be here 15 minutes from now. He could just pop on while we're doing the good mornings, which is normally the case. So let's see who is first up to bat. Let me scroll all the way up. I think I see Nikki White Chocolate. What up, girl? Oh, you up. Good morning to all. Nikki, what's going on? AKA Lil Reggie. Oh, yeah, don't forget it's Thankful Thursday. After all that, it's Thankful Thursdays. If you want to put up what you're thankful for, please put it up. Let me know. We'll put it up for the show. And Nikki just said hi to everybody. I can't even name it. Nikki went down the list. You must have wrote that last night because you didn't miss about. My goodness, then you got more. But she said, morning, fellas. Mike, J Black, Cypher, Rick, Super, Craig, Them Dollars, Trent, and Jay Phoenix. She got it all. Ashabu. Good morning, Ashabu. Good morning. Blessings, beautiful people. It is a Thankful Thursdays. It's a Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for? Well, there you go. I think she's the one who gave the title to our Thursday show. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. Blessings, Nikki. Little Reggie, I'm thankful for the weather. The weather is getting better. Yes. I never thought high 30s, low 40s would make me walk outside and go, oh, this is nice. Never. Never did I ever think it would be 39 and 40 degrees and I'd walk out like, oh, now this, my friends, is a lot better. You felt it. This is the first time in like 2 weeks I didn't literally, like, that walk to the car, which is probably a 3-minute walk, was torture. Like the ears and your hands were freezing. And yesterday was 40 degrees and I was like, I may not need a jacket. Ashbu, I'm thankful for the joyous spirit. Even through challenging and difficult times, God has given me the ability to see lights at the end of the tunnel to find joy in the midst of chaos. So grateful. Go ahead, Ashabu. There you go. There you go. Ashabu, for the joy of the Lord is my strength. Laughter does the like of medicine. I guess laughter is like medicine. Good for your body and the soul. And we will try and make you laugh today. We will try. Yes, Nikki, thaw it out. Don't forget the comedy show, March 14th. March 14th. Elite Social Club. If you go to Eventbrite, put in Michael Sean's birthday comedy show. You can get the tickets. March 14th is the birthday comedy show. I'm going to drive you crazy with it because that's what I'm going to do. Because March 14th, we're going to have a great time. So make sure, if you can afford it, get your tickets. If you got other stuff and it's not in your budget, I totally understand. But if it is in your budget, March 14th, go to Eventbrite for the tickets. Michael Sean's comedy birthday show. Birthday comedy show. Birthday comedy show. Birthday comedy show. There it is. KT, what you say? KT say, good morning, everyone. We on time today. Yeah, barely, but thank you for understanding. Thank you for recognizing. Barely. The Pan Bondi. Pan Bondi is a nasty piece of work. Yes, he absolutely is. Tawana Coleman, hey, everybody, have a wonderful day. I guess Tawana Coleman going straight to work. She said, have a wonderful day. Good morning, Tawana. Good morning, Afro Queen. Good morning, Ashabu. Tawana and Afro Queen. She's saying good morning. Let's see what else we got. KT, Asha, that Pan Bondi hearing was crazy. Yeah, it's an amazingly. Nothing shocks me anymore. Good morning. Blessings, Mike. Thank you. Happy Thursday. Dem Dollar. What's going on? First dude up here. Good morning, everybody. Hope all is well in the world. DJ Super. Second dude up here. Good morning, DJ Super. Trendsetter. Yo, good morning. TOL Nation. Mike, the Dallas Mavericks are thinking about putting a stadium at the Valley View Mall site. Really? Why are they moving this? Why are the Mavericks moving the stadium from where it's at? Like these, I hate to get off topic, but yeah, these sports teams just move these stadiums and just. I mean, I don't know what's not perfect about where it's at now. I would need to know more details about why they're trying to move the stadium to the Valley View. I remember the Valley View Mall site. I can actually picture it. I just don't remember exactly where it was at. But it seemed like where the stadium's at now is perfect. Or maybe I was just used to it. I don't know. Cousin Ash, good morning, Eric. You know what? Back to that. Just be happy they haven't moved the Dallas Mavericks to Las Vegas yet. Just be happy they haven't moved the Mavericks. Because that owner that y'all got now don't give a damn about what city it's in. It's all about the money. So just be happy there. Miss Parker, good morning, Miss Parker. Happy Thursday. Cousin Ash. What's going on, Cousin Ash? Jay Black is in the building. Go ahead, Jay Black. I'm at Cousin Ash right now. Jay Black's in the building. What's going on?
Yo, good morning.
Oh,
Good morning. Good morning.
you know, some weak spirit. He said, yo.
Renee Rogers. Good morning, Renee.
Renee, we never seen you before. I haven't at least.
Yes.
What's going on?
Morning. Thankful
Good
Thursday.
morning.
You sent Kamari the link, right? We good or I gotta do it?
I didn't send Kamari the link. No, I did forget about
I
that.
got you.
That's right. We got Kamari. Nice weather. I see snow this morning. You live in the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
You live some. Don't even scare us like that.
Yeah.
You don't even live near us. Don't do that, Jeanette.
Thankful for having common sense. Common sense is not common anymore. Okay.
Nah, they've destroyed our common sense. You saw the programming. If you didn't, let me just get to your good morning. Get to good mornings and how you doing. And what went on last night? How was your night last night, Jay? What's going on?
Oh, I was going grocery shopping. Doing what I do, being an adult out here. Lady Q.
You went grocery shopping by yourself?
Yeah, she ain't feel good. I think she played that up, but yeah, she ain't feel
so
good.
She had to follow you on FaceTime while you were doing it?
Actually, she gave me the pictures and what aisles they were in, so it was a little easier. So she sent me the photo and what aisle it was in. So that was.
Hold on, let me read Tawana's thing because this seems a little deep. I am thankful for real, true friends and the removal of people who were in my life but not truly my friends. Even when the change hurt, God knew best. Okay, Tawana. All right. Sometimes that's a tough, God puts people in your life and takes people out. And there's reasons for it.
Good morning,
What's up?
Saquisa.
What's perfect is the cost of the new land to develop the stadium. Oh, the cost of the new land to develop the stadium.
Okay, I don't know what y'all was talking about earlier.
We're
But
talking about the Dallas Mavericks trying to move their stadium.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Good morning, Tawana. Good morning, Asha.
Did you just find that out today, Tawana? Or was that something that's just been going on throughout the years? Tawana said, thank God for removing bitches. That's serious. That happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get older. And people outgrow each other. People outgrow views and opinions.
It was a lot for Lady Q to do. What do you mean?
Dan J. Black, that was a lot for Lady Q to do. She just
For
sent
her to send me
pictures.
the pictures? Because if she don't send me, I might get the wrong thing.
If y'all weren't so picky, she wouldn't have to send the pictures. But if we don't get the correct brand, it's a problem.
That's true. And then, you were supposed to get this one that said this, and I got one that said turkey by mistake. Like, send me a photo. See, you try to set me up for a disaster. That's why I don't play them games with them.
No, I do FaceTime. That's why we use technology. If you send me to the grocery store, we're gonna do the FaceTime.
Stopped by yesterday, but yeah, I was waiting for you for Health Wednesday because they say you're supposed to move your bowels every day, doc, nurse practitioner. And I wanted to talk about some health stuff. Everybody don't move bowels every day. I don't think that's true because
everybody don't put their seatbelt on, but you're supposed to.
No, I don't think. That's why we need you.
Every doctor says that.
I don't think you can't be because I don't. It's a lot. I'm sure.
Just because you don't, that means you're supposed to. That means there's something going on that's in your stomach. There's something going on in your digestive tracts that aren't working properly.
Wellness Wednesday. We need you, doc. We need you back on.
I've been saying that forever. It's really supposed to be like 25 to 30 minutes after you eat.
No, I disagree. See,
it don't matter if you disagree.
I disagree.
A lot of people don't. But it doesn't mean that's how your body is supposed to be working.
There's nothing wrong with me just because I don't move my bowels every day.
Nobody said that, but there's something going on in your body that is not clear. That's not working up to par. I don't every day either. It's normally every other day of the next morning.
I disagree.
Why we're talking about this?
Okay. Because we all about health and wellness. On Wednesdays, we try to have those real conversations. And we having a black owned, by the way, have our own practice. Nurse practitioner, doctor in Dallas. She's doing her thing, and it's good for her to give some health and insight with certain things. And a lot of women have a lot of questions about: is it safe to douche? Should you douche? And I be hearing all type of stuff. So it's good.
Whoever brought up douching here? Well, whoever brought up douching on this show? What woman ever brought that up? To douche or not to douche?
I saw that. I was scrolling, and was it Trick Daddy said something on the Breakfast Club about douching and how
Daddy? Did you just quote Trick Daddy?
He was a lot of Paul stuff he talking about. He liked to eat ass, and he was wilding out. He was wilding out. I'm sure you probably saw the clip, or we'll see the clip. But that's what
I definitely didn't see the Trick Daddy clip.
Yeah,
I definitely didn't stop for that one.
Yeah. That was weird. I don't even know why I looked at that yesterday.
It jumped out the window. It's supposed to move after every meal, but as long as it's not more than 3 days. See, Taquisa just he don't like it. He don't like it. He don't like it.
No, I said there was something wrong if you don't. I told you. So 3 days is generally okay. So that makes
3 days. If it goes 2 or 3 days, there is a problem. There could be a problem.
All right, because you got your degree and you're a doctor.
No, I'm just going by when I had to go to doctors, especially with one of my children. That was what they said. They said, well, 2 days, but we're gonna have to check this out. Trick Daddy and douching is insane. The fact that he stopped to watch Trick Daddy, why?
No, because he was talking. All right, you got to watch it. I pulled a clip. I play. It's a little long, but they was talking with him yesterday about that stuff and he likes it was a little too much for me. That's why I stopped. Up to that part, I stopped.
It's freaking.
I stopped.
Now, mind you, we had some fun interviews with Trick Daddy. We had some, like, Trick Daddy was he that's when he was running with, when he was talking about Trina. She's trisexual. She'll try anything once. She'll try anything. And I remember we had him in studio and one time on the phone. But that was like 2000 and something. But if he starts,
Yeah.
Go find it. Go.
No, I'm gonna find it because I watched the clip yesterday.
Go find it. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll even take a hip hop break. We'll take a hip hop break for you.
Let me forward it to myself.
Go ahead. We'll take
Let me see.
Yeah, we'll take a quick hip hop break while Jay finds some medical advice from Trick Daddy. Here's a hip hop break, y'all. Here's a hip hop break, real quick.
Before it's the return of Khufu. My lyrics is a shocker, cause I'm the Zulu. You only here just to get a rap. I'm the guru. You forgetting it all. I'm fentanyl. One line will do you. Not even in my class, ass, I'ma school you. Don't let my positive rhyme styling fool you. I will abuse you. You in a deeper trouble. I'ma hit you with the KKRRS. Now you seeing double. You turn to your man like we in trouble. But here's the rebuttal. I talk for sport like Brian Gumble. I don't mumble. You'll get stomped out over here. I take it back to Malcolm without the conch in his hair. Sparks in the air. From the start we were there. Where I'm at, you like, nah, it's too dark up in there. Got your heart racing and pacing like the coke do. I act some real shooters. They don't even know you. Man, I'm at that level you youngins should hope to grow to. But how you supposed to grow to a level nobody shows you? Let me show you, raising you up, lyrically grow you. Catch me in the world when I win because I blow through. All these rappers who talk shit they ain't supposed to. Safety or slapping the clip, I'ma expose you. Open.
All right.
Before it's the return of Khufu.
My bad, Chris. My bad. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, KRS-One. Thank you. All right, and here is why we put
this
the hip
is
hop
what
break.
I saw yesterday, and this is what I saw.
This is what Jay was intrigued
about eating ass.
Oh, I don't like it.
The women don't really go ahead and do it. Men go ahead and do it. Women have a few drinks and be trying to be part of the Gucci crew because the Gucci is right there.
Right.
So, and then they just do it accidentally, and out of the reaction of the man, they know that they did it, and it excites some women, and they continue to do it. But I am not only the haircut president, but I am also a member. Like you could eat me out too. Like
yo, I was talking about getting it done. Like I had never eaten no ass, but I'm saying I never fantasized about it either. It's just not something that I think would taste well. It wouldn't taste good. But I'm just saying,
no PP, no doodle, no PP, no doodle.
Like I don't even like my ass touched.
I don't even know how you started talking about it on the live
because
today.
the chat was asking. They was asking about that.
That's not what happened. He said Trick was coming, and they was
like,
no, Trick want to eat your ass.
We did not tell him that Trick Daddy was coming.
Trick been talking about that for a long time.
Oh God,
I think it's a wonderful thing for anybody. I'm not. I didn't tell nobody who to vote for, so I'm not gonna tell you go out. But just know what. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's a wonderful thing.
But have you ever started, eating somebody's ass and then you like, oh my God, I don't know when the last time she washed.
No, eating ass is safer than hitting the girl from the back.
How?
Because a lot of time when you hit them from the back, you don't know their ass is funky.
You
Until you open them up, you're like, whoa.
Nah, expound on that.
I'm telling you, you gotta be a man to understand. There's a different aroma come out. A little poop might even come out at time. But when you eat ass, when you eat ass, they're usually on their back. Mm-hmm. It's usually right. It's not. You don't just go to the ass. You usually experiment with the with JJ, and then you go down. Especially if it's pretty. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then I like mine's fat, so I like when I spit them out. My next reaction is to go down low and come back up.
That's cross contamination, though.
No. The only way if you ain't bathe. See, if you got to bathe.
You got to bathe?
Gotta wash. You got to wash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
bathe.
Not
bathe.
We say bathe. Yeah, so when a lot of girls say, well,
we gonna wash the whole thing?
It depends. If you're having sex with too many dudes, you got to do it because you got mixed chemicals. And you know what I'm saying?
You got to do it.
But other you bathe properly, your grandma taught you got to take the finger with the rag and all that, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's why he said you got to douche. If you're going to be doing it, you got to douche. That's why I was talking about this douching healthy. I don't know. I know we went left with that. But that's what I saw. That's what I saw yesterday. And I was like, oh, I guess they got to douche.
This is why Jay Black gets bored when I play clips of policies and of history and of trying to expose Pizzagate. He gets bored with all that because what he wants is Trick Daddy talking like this.
He said you got to douche, that's what he was saying. That's what I was wondering. Is it healthy to douche? How often?
Why would that make you stop and watch?
No, at first I said, what kind of fruity stuff is he on?
Oh.
I don't know.
disrespect to Trick Daddy, but the visuals. God, what the guy? Listen, you got them. You got them talking to gynecologists. Has said for almost 20 years now that douching is not healthy. But that's what I heard. But I don't. I listen. That's what I heard.
See, but that's why we need the doc. Shaquisa can tell us.
You just played a 7-minute clip, and douching didn't come until the end of the clip.
It was 2.5 minutes, but okay. All right. Let me get caught up on these.
Thank you, Miss Parker. And we're taking advice or anything serious from somebody named Trick Daddy. Yes, Jay. Trick Daddy sparked an idea. Jay was like, yo, we need Shaquisa on here to talk about.
We need the doc. We need Shaquisa to let
we got all these women on the show. If one thing we got a ton of women that we could just ask them. But has your doctor?
Good morning, Billy J.
Yeah, Billy J says share the show. Now, what if somebody shared the show in the middle of that?
Talk about eating it.
Wait, that's weird. I just played a whole television programming. I just played an intro where how we've been programmed since.
You gotta break it up sometimes. You gotta break it up.
You get it all here, people. You get it all. I don't give a damn what Trick Daddy say. Look at him. He has a number of diseases and bad skin. Bye, boy. Cousin.
How you coming at Trick Daddy dollars? Let me see. Do you got a lot? No, you look normal.
What?
No. He said what? You know, nah.
What?
Let the band play.
Nigga, please.
It is.
Oh God.
What the
hell?
What?
He asked me. I went to the shop right yesterday shopping for the family, and I watched the clip of Trick Daddy on the Breakfast Club. And, you know, he asked me what I did yesterday. I was just telling him a couple things I did.
And I chilled and took notes on Trick Daddy's lecture. Trick Daddy's lecture on First of all, why can I listen, y'all? Maybe this is a contradiction. Why can't there be certain things that we just don't talk about out loud? Why can't it just be certain things that we don't judge you if you do it, but we really don't have to speak upon it out loud? Listen, call me 54, gonna be 55. Can there be some things that happen behind closed doors that we don't need to speak about?
Nah, we don't. But we want people to be transparent. That's what we always say. Be yourself. Be authentically you. You know, don't hold back.
You should. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of society, it's come to a point where is there nothing that we can just keep behind closed doors that isn't against the law, that nobody's being violated, nobody's being abused? I'm just saying personal things that you do. Can we keep personal things to just, we know they exist. We know it goes on. Some stuff you got to leave where it is, Jay Black. Don't find nothing else.
He asked me, and then he said, what? Then I said, all right, I wasn't planning on playing that. You said I had to go search for it. I wasn't planning. I just was scrolling, and the doc came on.
Said, Jay said, whoa, let me just stay right here. Hold on.
No. I said, what is he talking about? I said, why they got him on here? They said,
Lady, I want to show you something.
What do they got him up here talking about? Let me see this. Everything is content. Let me see, what is this? All right, that was it. That's how I spent some of my day.
Jay needs a parental block on his phone. Where is Lady Q? No, Jay.
She wasn't feeling good, so I had to go. I had to step in. Mike don't be Marcus. That's so.
What in the thankful Thursday, Jay? Thankful for eating that.
Good morning, Shelly. Good morning. Don't ask me that. See, you want to know how I do, so you want me to lie. You want me to sugarcoat what I do.
No. I want you to do what you do.
Yeah.
But we gotta have views and opinions on it. Yeah, no. Never taking advice from Trick. He's cross-contaminating his shit. Yeah, Dr. Roof. Back in the day, Dr. Roof used to tell people that Dr. Roof had that show where she's like cross-contamination. Never do it, but then transfer the peanuts into. Now I sound like Bill Cosby. And she would go, never transfer it into the vagina. Jay Black, that is a G violation, bro, man. Don't talk about douche. Jay, what?
We got to be adults trendsetter. We have a nurse practitioner that can give health advice because that's what she do, and it's okay. It's okay to talk about stuff like that. So that's what's wrong. That's why you ain't had no. I about to say pap smear. That's why you ain't had no colonoscopy, probably, because you ain't into that.
What do you mean?
She got dick dash.
That needs to stop. Yeah,
need to stop.
I'm telling you, there's just certain things that I do not. Patricia, hey, what's going on? Good morning. There are certain things I'm saying. Can it be something that happens in the bedroom that we don't literally just
talk about? Be open and transparent.
Like, I get it. I'm not shaming nobody. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
Bring back the decorum, Mike. They said
don't put that on me. Don't put back. And I don't even want them to be taboo, LaShawn. We get it. We're adults. We understand that things in the bedroom happen. But do we have to literally like take it? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this turning 55 in March is got. I don't know, because I'll joke about it. I've joked about it before on stage, but I think the way I frame it is different. That's what I think. I think the way I frame it is different. And then let this play on the airways, but people complain about bad money. Yeah. You complain about bad money. You got to come in and watch this Trick Daddy tutorial that we dropping. Agree, Mike? We don't have to speak on like even between couples. Like, there are things that y'all do. Y'all don't really be taught. There's certain things that y'all may do. Y'all don't actually just be having casual conversations. It just happens, and y'all know it happens. And y'all know that things that now I may be wrong. Those are just a good old day. We know how we get down. We ain't got to talk about it afterwards. We ain't got to bring it all up. I know what you did. You know what I did. We a team. That's all I'm saying. But if y'all want to share something, since Jay got us on it, if y'all want to share something.
Y'all want to be honest. Y'all want to talk about
if y'all want to name the top 3 things that you did that you never thought you would do.
Yeah, be honest. This is a safe space. If you want to share.
I mean, since y'all seem to be dropping comments on this, as disgusted as you are. I see the flood of comments coming in.
Just in case somebody want to come over here and say, yeah, back in 95.
Want to hit the link?
Back in 95, I ain't too proud of this moment, but I'm gonna go. If y'all want to share, let us know.
If y'all want to really be transparent, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but
yeah. Somebody like what Trick Daddy said. They was like, well, I don't want to say that because they're gonna clown me. Like, see, is to say let people be honest, Mike. Trick Daddy ain't the only one.
You know we all over the place. LaShawn said Jay Black all over the place this morning. Now bringing up colonoscopies. I don't know how we got to that. Then he said some of y'all ain't into that. Like it was a fetish. Like you got to be into colonoscopies. Like there's somebody who wakes up and like, yo.
No, because it is a violation in some aspects. Like that was as a youth, it was always told, nah, you ain't letting nobody play in it. Like we don't do that as real men. Like that was always the thing in the stigma.
Well, obviously, Trick Daddy goes against those ethics. He goes against all those.
You understand how important it is, because especially in Black folk, we need to get stuff like that checked. So that's all.
She got dick dash.
Oh no, LaShawn is dying to tell. She wants someone to. Yo, wow, them dollars.
He always.
Oh,
Sean said, "You don't know me. Whoa. You don't know that." LaShawn said, "You don't know that."
Damn, $10 game, right? Oh, we was hoping a woman would.
That was LaShawn, yeah. I said that's LaShawn. I see somebody clicking a link. Oh, God. Go ahead, Trendsetter. Get it off, homie.
Trendsetter always in witness protection. Go ahead. We can always barely see. What up, Trent? What's going on? What's up?
Black man. You said I haven't had a colonoscopy.
I think that's what Jay said. I didn't say. Jay was on his colonoscopy thing. I don't know. He was on a colonoscopy mixtape thing. I don't know.
Had a full checkup last month, man.
Oh, I think he did tell us that.
See, that's good.
No, he actually did tell us that.
Health is wealth. Good job, Trendsetter. And you
encourage
another
stereotyping Trendsetter. Trendsetter already got it.
Good stuff. Hopefully everything checked out good. I mean, yeah, you're with us, so that's good. And keep up. Keep encouraging other Black men to get checked, Trendsetter.
When was the last time you got checked, Jay?
Oh, see, here we go, Brandon. All right, thank you for your call.
When's the last time you got checked? That was a real question. When's the last time? When was your last colonoscopy?
I don't know. Whenever Lady Q made me, I don't know. I had it before. She had me do that. She had me get snipped. I can't have no more kids, man. Like she had me do all that. So yeah, I follow the directions of what my wife say. Health is wealth. So that's why when we have this person on tomorrow, life insurance, that's gonna be the next step we're gonna do. So
yeah, Jay got snipped. Lady Q run that house.
Yeah,
she give Jay the illusion that he in full control, and then he'd be in the hospital getting colonoscopies and getting snipped up.
And I don't even know the name of it when they snip you in there. But yeah, they got to put the ice pack.
Vasectomy. They give you the vasectomy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Vasectomy. Yeah,
people like this. I'll run this house, and then all of a sudden he be falling asleep after they put the anesthesia in him. I'll run this shit.
I'm out. I'm waking up. They're talking about everything's good. What happened? You successful? Y'all see anything?
You wake up to her. You good? You all right? It's finished. Next week you got a colonoscopy. Damn, you banged on him. Because Jay Black did, but why did you bang on him when you knew you had?
I didn't want to go into my spill. I wanted to stay on him, but he did a good job of pivoting. So yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing now. Let's get some real quality, some clips. Let me take this down.
This is the second time this week you came for me and I didn't send for you. If you want to eat my whoa, wait a second. If you want to eat my groceries, just say that. Where did the show go?
She said she can add you to her roster.
Wait a second. Oh no.
Oh, he laughing. I don't know what that laugh means.
Look at this. Look at this love connection right here. All based on eating ass.
See, I bring people together.
What are we talking about? Lord J Black, don't lit the fire in the chat.
All right. What do we got today? Where are we going today?
I don't have much because I spent all night trying to clear up enough data because my phone is on the every time I record something, it stops recording because it says I don't have enough data. So I was deleting. I deleted like 300 emails and was deleting photos that I had forever. I had to scroll back to 2018 and delete stuff. So but I will tell you this. I played a clip of Jerry Seinfeld yesterday, and you didn't get it. You were like, well, I don't understand. Like, all he's doing is describing pancakes, and all he's just doing is describing pancakes. And the pancakes, he said the pancakes have to have the texture of a young skin. So I had to look this up. I had to just to clear it up, just to let you know why he has such a fetish for young skin. I didn't know if you noticed, Jay. Read this right here. When Jerry was 39, allegedly, what he was doing. When Jerry was 39,
what you want in a pancake is to have the.
Let me do this before we do it. When Jerry was 39, he was dating a 17-year-old, and I remember this back in the day when he was he picked her up from high school. Then he actually got permission, allegedly, from her parents. Just back to the weird things that these celebrities do that everybody seems to allow happen. So that's the clip right there. And then just to put it in context, so maybe you'll understand why it's so weird what he said. After the picture, just go back to what he describes pancakes.
What you want in a pancake is to have the consistency of young human flesh. And you got soft human flesh in front of you.
Just wanted to clear it up.
What you want in a
because you didn't think the celebrities was acting weird. So
it depends on what state they were in. Because
he was probably in New York because he's from New York.
But New York, 17 is consensual.
Yeah. So I mean, cool. If it's cool with y'all,
she was a legal age.
If legal is cool with y'all, that's cool. That's cool. Chrissy Teigs, John Legend's wife, has come about or is being exposed for some crazy tweets that she put on back in the day. And I'm gonna get the tweets for you, but
pull up some old clips in a minute. Go ahead.
What you said? What?
And I said people will pull up some old clips just to get you caught up. I guess so. No, something she tweeted years ago.
I'm gonna read the tweets. So I know you're but she also is open to eating human beings. This is Chrissy Teigs on a video. This is her. I didn't say this.
I would eat a human. If you were at a very fancy restaurant and they were like a tiny piece of human meat.
No. I think the only way
you wouldn't try a tiny bite?
No.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Is that terrible? Hate it.
Yeah, that was her. And let me get her Christy. Let me get Christy. Yeah, let me just get these so I can read these to you. I should have had them ready.
Legal age consent. 39-year-old man should not be with a 17-year-old, but legally he was okay. Ash.
So remember what I said about pizza. She's got the I'm going to eat pizza. Here's some of the other ones. Seeing little girls do splits half naked is just what I'm going to put myself in jail. Seeing little girls half my let me these are rolling. I'm about to Anthony Weiner this kid. Remember who Anthony Weiner was? The guy
Anthony Weiner, the guy showed his pause. Yeah. Dude. He got caught up and then fired.
I just saw a baby that looked like a porn star, like a trashy do anything porn star. Is this wrong to think? This is Chrissy Teigs actually. This is her tweets. These are her tweets. Let me see if they're gonna scroll. Let's see. We got a few more. I'm bored. Really want to watch kids give birth. Where can I watch teens giving birth? MTV? ? I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I'll try. Okay, we got some more. From Chrissy Teigs. Let's get some more. They're scrolling slowly. I should have got to the other one. Always weirds me out how strong little toddlers' tummies can look.
What?
And I am aware of how absolutely disturbing that sounds. A belly and a shirt with small, sexy toddlers is saying, "What does a guy?" Wow. Hold on. Let me get the rest of these. Hold on. Let me get the rest.
So this is coming at Chrissy Teigen times. This is all Chrissy Teigen.
No, these are her tweets. The I want to eat pizza. Brad Pitt just handed us pizza. Brad Pitt just handed us pizza. You know what the code word with pizza is. I woke up this morning with a pizza on my chest and ranch dressing all over me. So if you think I'm too good for this, you are sadly mistaken. I'm going to read that one again. I woke up this morning with a pizza on my chest and ranch dressing all over me. So if you think I'm too good for this, you are sadly mistaken. This is John Legend's wife. Yeah. There's John Legend's wife. Yeah. A belly and a shirt with a small, sexy toddler on it saying, "Number one, duh. What does a guy wear to a toddler's and tiara party?" These are Chrissy Teigs. I'm just going to keep reading some of these perverted weirdos. I'll read this one again. It's always weirds me out how strong little toddlers' tummies can look. I'm going to jail over pizza. Pizza again. Ain't that something? Pizza again.
So you're insinuating Chrissy Teigen is touching the kids?
Well, what am I insinuating when the tweet says seeing little girls do splits half naked is just I want to put myself in jail? Where you get from that? Where you get from that? Just talking about you these weirdos with these perversions. But she woke up with pizza. She woke up with pizza. It's funny how these celebrities joke about pizza a lot. It's just funny how they joke about pizza
on anything anymore except for two things. Pizza and us. And us.
You don't like cheese pizza?
I do like cheese pizza.
Well, you just said you don't like cheese pizza.
That isn't cheese pizza. I want some from Pizza Hut.
Pizza. All right, he'll like it. You're gonna eat it and you're gonna like it. Now listen.
We've known each other for years. Yeah. You've been to my house. We've had pizza. Girl after my own heart. Do we love a pizza or what? We love a pizza. It's so much fun. Now, someone did.
I should do it more. And Aniston will say to me in the middle of the night,
Just more pizza. Wait. They just got this running joke. They just got this running joke that they play in our faces with pizza. Hey, just in case you need another one. And this one might disturb you. This might hurt everybody's feelings, but hey, I gotta play it. Just more pizza jokes. It's just more. No, it's not conspiracy.
Was it good? What you think the first pizza was better than included? They both made. Everybody made a certain kind of pizza.
There's no pizza we didn't love.
Something that he does. 5 different kinds. 5 different kinds or 6 different kinds of pizza, and Clooney's was excellent. Amal's. One lady was like, "How many cheeses, Jerry?"
Jerry's like, 7 different cheeses, 7 different cheeses. People were eating the fucking pizza going crazy. Oh my God, I taste the cheeses, Jerry. I taste the cheeses. They brought me my piece of pizza. I took a bite. I couldn't fucking believe it. Best pizza I've ever had in my life. Best fucking pizza I've ever had. Had some type of lettuce on it. I've never tasted this shit. Some white baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Wait till you taste the lettuce. White baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Some white baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Some white baby's got some type of...
I mean, it's in the files. It's in the files. Pizza is a code. Disturbed. Everybody, you should be disturbed. Don't get mad at the messenger. This is why Ellen DeGeneres played in everybody's face during the Oscars and did a whole bit about ordering pizza. And do you know who she asked for money? She said, anybody got money? Do you know who's the first person she took the money from? Harvey Weinstein. You know who's the second person that gave the money?
Who?
Kevin Spacey. They play in your faces. I'm telling you, the weirdos that everybody looks up to, that everybody's so stunned by their talent, is part of the damn demonic situations that we're seeing every day. They're like this, the government and Hollywood. Y'all can deny it if you want. It's right in your face. It's in the Epstein files. They're telling you over and over again, and people still go, no. The Rock did a skit on SNL, my bad, SNL, about creating a robot that was a child molester. You can look it up. You can look it up. I hate to break it to you, people. It's all around us. It's all around us, directly in our face. Hey, but they got great music. They're super funny. I love their movies. I don't know why everybody gets so mad at me and gets quiet. And everybody, yeah, it's just a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy anymore, people. Don't live in this fantasy world. Protect your kids at all costs. Protect your kids at all costs. It's not a conspiracy anymore about all those girls in Africa that went missing under Oprah's watch. It's not a conspiracy anymore. She's the same one kissing on Harvey Weinstein. She's the same one kissing on these people. Damn it, you want reality? I'll give you goddamn reality. Famous director, comedian, actor, Woody fucking Allen. Woody Allen, who married his adopted daughter. This is the phone call between Woody Allen and the woman that he was with for years. They never got married, Mia Farrow. This is the actual phone call of me and Farrow acting funny.
You have to way beyond that now. What you've done to Suni, what you've done to Dylan, what you've done to Dylan. Dylan's a baby. How could you do that to her? I don't know anything of the kind. I know what Dylan tells me. You've told me nothing but lies. Dylan tells the truth inconsistently. No, I don't know that, Woody. I've always been worried about you and Dylan. And I didn't know the doctor had to report this to the authorities. I didn't know that. I went just to be sure she was all right. And she's not all right, Woody. She walks around the house holding her vagina. She sleeps with me. She's scared of you. And you hurt her. And I feel pretty guilty myself that I wasn't there to protect her. She said, Mommy, you didn't help me. She said, Daddy shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have hurt me like that. If you hurt her, you would weep inside. And you would just want to be dead. Because I don't know how you can live with what you did.
He's in the files. He's still walking around. He's still a legend in Hollywood. These are the people that they worship. These are the people that they protect. When they went after Harvey Weinstein, they didn't have to. Woody Allen was standing right there. Was right there. In clear sight. I'm glad they got Harvey Weinstein. But Woody's still right there. They protect theirs. So don't hit me with no more conspiracy. Don't tell me you're a conspiracy theory. It's all out there. Now the problem is people don't want to face it. Now people just don't want to face it. So y'all keep caping for your heroes. Y'all keep caping for your celebrities. Y'all keep walking around in this naive matrix that y'all have been brainwashed and programmed. They're all in it. So no, if I find out my favorite basketball player is this or that, done with that. Yeah, there's an HBO Max show all about him. It's wild. It's wild that he's free. He took the adopted daughter, married her, and in the files, they said he took the adopted daughter that he married when she was of legal age to the Epstein Island. To Epstein Island. He's chilling. So when I show you all these celebrities joking about pizza, which was the code word, including Hillary allegedly when she scrubbed all the files, all the emails, when the Pizzagate thing went down in D.C. and they called the man crazy, the Hollywood shit started. When you find out that Disney Cruises allegedly was making a stop at one of the islands, when you find out about kids, hundreds of kids in 1982 went to their parents and said they were tunnels under the elementary school they were being taken to. The kids were said to be hallucinating. I will find the story to get you the exact city. Hallucinating. Well, guess what? That happened in 82. In 1987, they found the fucking tunnels. So when y'all get touchy about me talking about your fucking celebrities, I don't give a fuck. When you get touchy about your favorite rapper, I don't give a fuck. If you're in the vicinity, if you're an audience member, if you're in the actions, I don't fuck with you. And you deserve whatever you get. And I don't care if you're Latino. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're 5'7" and below. I don't care if you're 6'2". I don't care if you're a Pisces or a Sagittarius. I don't care if you like long walks on beaches. I don't give a fuck if you make a mean cheesecake. I don't care.
Good morning, Tosh. Mike's on a rant right now.
A rant with a meaning. Because we got to stop acting like if somebody is talented, that goes above and beyond. Because half y'all joke around and say, if R. Kelly came out of prison now, he would sell out a concert arena. And do you know what a fucking reflection it is on the human beings that our society would say that?
He would absolutely sell out.
And we would absolutely should be disgusted.
You still listen to his music?
I don't.
So when
I
it comes
told you, you don't believe me? I don't listen to Biggie. For different reasons.
So when R. Kelly song come on, would you leave the club, the lounge? You turn your radio off?
Of course, I don't leave the club or lounge, but I don't play it. And I don't care if he's a genius vocalist and songwriter. I don't care.
You can't separate the music from the person.
No, I can't. I can't. If it takes me supporting something, no, I can't. So no, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because that's what society is. Okay, well, he did it. So when he comes out, what we'll do is we'll all sell out Madison Square Garden and go see him. You go do that. And then say you love Aaliyah. And then in the same breath, y'all say y'all love Aaliyah. In the same fucking breath, y'all say y'all love Aaliyah, and my God, oh, we lost such an angel. And you know what he did, you know what Jay-Z did, and you know what this industry did to her. But you don't care.
Shorty do.
Because they make great songs.
Good morning, Jay Phoenix.
I'm done now.
You done? All right, we got our guest.
I'm done now.
Let's get the intro.
Let me get the intro. I'm done now. Because everything I just said was fucking facts. That's what bothers y'all. That's what bothers y'all. Because y'all can't rebuke it. Y'all can't deny it. Because the fucking hypocrisy is the morals that we have always depends on if the person is talented. That's how human beings are. Human beings will see somebody die and be like, oh my God, and she was so pretty. Like that changes something.
It's your next hit. Need your next hit movie. Need your next hit record. It all
Not
goes
me.
away.
And listen, my opinion can't change the world. But I'll tell you what, it's not me. I don't fuck with you.
So when Mystical come on, you don't let that play because he was raping people. You still play
I
Mystical.
don't play it. I'm not gonna stop y'all. Y'all want to play
you
it?
listen
Y'all
to Chris
do it.
Brown. Didn't he hit Rihanna? And they still mad at him over that?
Don't
you
get mad at him. Don't get
went
mad
to
at
the
me.
Breezy Bowl, didn't you? Like what do you like? I don't like
What?
No,
I
I'm
don't
just saying in
support it.
general. Like people, it's selective outrage. It's like if you
No, it's no morals. It's no morals, and that's why y'all couldn't understand when I said what happened in Penn State. What I said what happened in Penn State means the football program is over for years, and I don't care who else it affects. When your defensive coordinator is raping kids in the basement and y'all don't do nothing about it, the football program is over. Well, what about the kids playing football? They can't play football here. That's it.
Kamari smiling. I think he got some views in the pen. I know we're gonna be talking taxes and important stuff, but I think let's bring our guest in. He's in the waiting.
Wake up in the morning. It's Thursday time to get your finances together with the Finance Rebel. Let's go.
Ain't no stopping us. Ain't no stopping us.
Kamari's in the building. What up, Kamari? What's going on?
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday.
And you're about to be flooded with work, so we appreciate you.
Oh yeah, you tax time. You busy.
I'm already flooded. I'm already going through anxiety. But yay, I'm not smiling at the overall content. I'm actually smiling at you because you are the ultimate antagonist.
No, I just have opposing views because I know other
people
get a
whole thing on. Like you low key trolling Mike.
Because somebody out there listening to Mystical and they know what he did, like I guess because that's not the same, don't hold the same weight. Like I don't know. It's so many people you can say that to, but we pick and choose certain ones you want to boycott or cancel and not go after. I was just pointing that out. And then where does it stop? Is it women abuse? The whole Chris Brown thing. I know they won't let that man lay that down. She said, but wait, Riri hit him first. Yeah, they was just in a back and forth fight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and fucking like mix everything up. I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about kids.
And I mean, how do y'all expect me to come on after that? I mean, Mike is spot on. He's spot on. And I'm actually guilty of those things. And I think about those things because I still play R. Kelly music. But what he did is absolutely atrocious. And
why
should
you
not be
listen to his
forgiven.
music? You can't listen to his music and still have that opinion.
No, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you not to listen to his music. You do what you want. I'm just telling you, you have to actually have a real conversation with yourself about where your moral fiber, where your morals lie. This is personal for me. I'm not telling nobody. I'm not saying I don't like you because you listen to R. Kelly songs. And that was just a thing that I put out there to show you where society is. We're disgusted by the Epstein files, but if R. Kelly came out and did a concert, we'd sell it out. How does that make sense to y'all?
And I mean, listen, life is about hypocrisy, right? So I'm not taking what you said, Mike, about me. It's not personal.
Right.
And Jay, here's the other thing too. Two things can be totally opposite and be true, right? So yeah, I could be appalled by R. Kelly and still listen to his music. And I have no defense for that. And when I listen to his music, I'm like, I'm helping to fund a monster because he still is getting paid off that. So I don't listen to it as much. And some things to me need to be addressed and have to be highlighted. So I have no problem with it at all whatsoever.
Jay Phoenix said, Negroes love to forget that R. Kelly was a victim first.
Yeah, it was. He was. And nobody helped him. But guess what? At the end of the day, I can't then say co-sign and deny his victims.
Creating more victims.
So then let's talk about who victimized him, and let's talk about the actual root cause of this issue. There's a perversion in this country. I'm not a doctor. I don't know where this root perversion comes from. I don't know if it's just a satanic thing. I don't know if it's a demonic. I believe it is. But you're not going to get me just to say, you know, he was victimized also. So that's going to clear my conscience for me to support him. No, I'm never going to an R. Kelly concert. And I hate the fact that we're stuck on R. Kelly, and I brought it up because the bigger picture was there can be, and I'm forgetting the word, no, and I said it a few days ago.
Democracy.
No, there's no when it's a definite line that this is it. I don't care the results, and I can't think of the word, so I can't think of it. But yeah, it's hard to talk about taxes into that. So sorry about that.
No. I mean, who was that? They said they got their taxes done already.
No tolerance. No tolerance. No tolerance.
Zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. So
yeah,
no. So what was the question? There was a question. I'm sorry.
No. Miss Clark says she did her taxes already. She already got hers done. She's
salute to you, Miss Clark.
She's not waiting till the deadline. So you got small business. What's the small business deadline? Do you know off the top of your head? Because I know they have to do theirs earlier, and then everyone else has a little bit more time, right?
So it's a tricky thing, right? Because you can be a small business and still file with your personal taxes. But a lot of times when people are talking about that, they're talking about partnerships and what they call S corporations. So they are due normally on March 15th. This year will be March 16th because I believe March 15th is a Sunday. But March 15th. Okay.
March. So if
and I see a lot of people get jammed up.
Or LLC, you need to hurry and get your appointment scheduled.
Well,
or avoid, or might get some fines. You can get. I my first year I didn't know that, and I got a fine, and they gave me a one-time forgiveness. Yep. And I said, I'll never let that happen again. I'm thinking it's the April 15th, like the normal deadline. They said, no, when you have an LLC or a business, you have a different deadline to meet. You got to do it.
Taxes, that makes it really difficult, right? Because it's so intricate. And so what you got, it wasn't just an LLC. You had a multiple member LLC. I bet you had partners.
Wait, Lady Q and I are listed as the business owners. Yeah.
So that was a partnership. However, you could have an LLC and still have a deadline of April 15th.
Oh, so you and Lady Q are listed as business owners for the business that I help y'all promote. Oh,
we're listed on the, but I don't have. I'm a silent partner. How about that? I don't have nothing to do. I'm just on the documentation.
But when it comes
legal
to taxes,
reasons.
but when it comes to taxes,
because we file our taxes as a married couple, because we're a union. You get more when you're married, Mike. So
yeah, and
business,
I help add to that union.
Business.
Yeah, so that union I help add
focus on getting
I just want to bring that up. No, I'm in the Betty J. Black group.
It is about taxes.
It is about taxes. Let's stay on taxes. Talking about he should get paid. Get the fuck
I don't get nothing on. I don't get nothing.
You
from
just admitted
business.
you do because you file taxes together as a business.
But wait a minute, I have a question.
I can write stuff off. Yeah, I can write like some of my house lawn care or
and the equipment. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kamara. Go ahead.
That's a benefit, Jay.
Yeah,
by the way, so if Lady Q sells, I don't know, $1 million for merchandise, you don't benefit off that at all.
No, I don't get nothing. I can write off some of my rent.
Take you out to a fine meal and a dinner.
We do have business meeting that she has sponsored with her. Yeah, because we talk business, so she'll put it on her business card if we go to dinner. But wait, you talking about benefit from going to dinner? So I get a free burger and fries.
If you made $1 million, you just sat up here and Pam Bondi lied and said if she made $1 million off the t-shirts and hoodies, you wouldn't benefit. You just Pam Bondi lied directly to every takeover legend.
You talk about dinner. You talking like you sound like the
dinner. Let's stick to the $1 million. You're benefiting off of that. Your union and your business is benefiting off of that. Thank you. Case fucking closed.
No, I'm talking about taxes. Yes, I can write certain
I don't know what I just walked into, y'all.
Case fucking
if you have a business, people, you can write certain elements off from your if your home is your business. If you're paying your mortgage or rent.
Michael Sean has been proven right again. Case closed.
Good morning, Asha. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. But Jay, you just brought up something that I'm working through right now with a client of mine.
Okay.
Who does over about $2 million in business?
What, he benefited off of his union with his wife after they were making hoodies and T-shirts and mugs? Is that what? That's what you want to say? No,
they're getting audited. And one of the fine points that the IRS agent is going after are meals and entertainment. And so, since you just announced that on the airwaves, that will never go away, Jay, I just want to tell you that make sure you document all those meals that you're going out.
We do.
And claiming as business meals. Now, I bet you are not documenting it right. I'm almost certain you're not.
Well, can you tell us the proper way? So if we go out and discuss her business, and if she need financial backing or support for something, and or vendors or whatever the case may be, and we go to let's say Chili's or Red Robin's or something, and we like, what is the proper way to document? Roots.
You're going to fine dining.
No, we ain't going there. But yeah, so Steak 48. Now, so what do we do?
Tomahawk Steaks. Listen, so if you're at Steak 48, and by the way, they're not sponsors. They're no ads. All jokes. Every time the bill comes out, you have to document on the bill, on the receipt. Because going back to my client, the IRS agent is doing what's called disallowing their meals and entertainment because they feel like they are personal. Now, the client said that they are taking they're paying for their staff's lunch and breakfast every day. And I actually believe it. But they didn't document what it was for. And so you have to document it and you have to show it. And so just showing your credit card statement or your bank statement is not enough. The IRS does not care about statements, whether it be credit card or bank statements. They care about the actual receipt. And on the receipt, you should have notes on the actual receipt. You should have notes about what the meal was for, how it was business related, who it was with, and you must document that. And you must be able to show that to the IRS. So that's the part of the game nobody ever talks about because, quite honestly, it's a little detailed and kind of boring. Right? You lose people's interest when you get too interested.
No, it makes sense because I think we had the printed receipt and everything. And we put business meeting, like we just put business, business meeting. Whatever. We didn't go into detail of. So we have to put the names of who was there and what some of the content would you discuss. That's a lot to write on.
What was the purpose for the meeting? What's the purpose for the meeting? And they want to see you do this, right? This is how you audit proof yourself, because there's a lot of people online saying, "Hey, take this deduction right off a G-Wagon, take this trip, the IRS will pay for it." All right, but how do you document that it was actually for business? Because the IRS is not in the business of just paying for your personal life. You just got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with that.
Okay. No, that it makes sense what you're saying because people do write off a lot, but it sounds like they were being really excessive. They're treating meals every day. So that means they had some large expenses, which would catch you on the red flag. But I'm saying we might 2 or 3 times a year, if that, we don't need a lot of business food, things like that. But all right, keep going.
So technically, Jay Black has been proven wrong twice. We are on a fucking roll today, boy. We are on.
We're educating us.
No, you're educating. I'm just pointing out how many times you've been wrong today. I want to keep track.
You call me Pam Bondi though.
I want to keep track of it. So Kamari. So the comedy show I'm doing March 14th. Is that going to be something, my expenses, is that going to be something I can still put on this tax season, or is that starting next tax season already?
That's March 14th?
Yes.
Yeah, that's for 2026.
All right, so I got to make sure that's
make sure you save everything.
How do you think you can file something for this year for last year? What are you talking about?
A lot of people think that, Jay, honestly.
Get out of here.
You still
it's for your 2025 tax year, so it's only whatever happened in 2025. Nothing for 2026.
No, so see that's the confusion, right? So we're in the tax year of 2025, but we are in 2026. So a lot of people are confused by that. So the tax year is kind of usually a year behind. So we're dealing with taxes from last year, or revenue from last year, or expenses from last year, but we're in 2026, right? So people get it confused all the time. I run into that all the time, Jay.
Thank you, Kamari. KT has a question. Can you explain what deductions, etc., remote work from home employees can claim?
Sure. All right. So we're going to do it in the context of work from home. I'm going to assume it's a business because you do not get the write-off work from home if you're working from an employer, right? That used to be the case. You can't do that.
You work for somebody versus working for yourself.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume it's for you working from home. So you can then write off a portion of your real estate taxes, your mortgage interest. If you don't own the home, you're a portion of your rent. And usually it's determined by the write-off amount is determined by how big of a space is actually dedicated and exclusive. Exclusive is the key word, y'all, to your home-based business. So if you have a home-based office, it must be exclusively for that business, because I've seen people have IRS visits and they say, oh, your kids play in your room with your kids. I mean, with your office, or your dining room is for you having dinners or family meals. It's not exclusive. So you got to be really careful about that. Make sure it's exclusive. But again, you can write off a portion of your rent, your mortgage, and let's say you have a 100 square foot office, right? That is your office. And this is the method I usually use. Let's say your house, for easy math, is 1,000 square feet. So your exclusive workspace is 100 square feet. The whole home is 1,000 square feet. So you're using roughly 10% of your home for for your business. You can write off roughly 10% of your mortgage. So if your rent's $1,000 a month, I don't know where you're living at with that low of a rent, but then you can write off 10% of that. So that's $100 a month, $1,200 throughout the year. Same thing for your cell phone bill. Now you got to be careful with the cell phone bill, and because most people have one cell phone, they don't have multiple cell phones,
right?
And they do not use their cell phone for 100% business. They got a homie lover friend. By the way, I think that might have been an R. Kelly reference. I'm sorry. My bad. But you can write off that, but make sure you do not write off the whole thing. So again, let's say your bill for your cell phone is $200 a month. 50% of the time, you are writing off, let's say 50% of it, because 50% of the time it's a business. Other time, the other 50% is for personal. So again, let's say $100 a month on your cell phone bill. So
okay,
these things add up. These things add up.
Right. That's the key, that these things add up, and that's the tedious part of this, and that's why people come to people like Kamari, who put you on a plan and be like, listen, start from the beginning of the year and understand you have to use this. You have to do every tedious thing to keep every tedious note, to keep your numbers correct, and it makes it a lot simpler when you go to him. And then because trust me, I'm not the person who's done that. That's why I'm starting now with 20, and I say this every year, but I'm starting with this event because this event that I'm doing is going to start being a monthly event. Question. Tosh had a question, and this kind of relates to what I was saying. What if you work from home with an employee? You can write off internet service?
No, you cannot. You used to could do it. No, you cannot. Technically what's supposed to happen is your employer should give you some form of reimbursement for that. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of companies don't do it. They kind of get over, but you just kind of chalk it up because you don't get to drive into work. You don't get to spend that money on gas and wear and tear on your car.
Now, my question with me, when you say your business, when you say your business, do you have to have an LLC for your business in order to do
be in business?
Yeah, to write off stuff for business? Would I have to have an LLC for Michael Sean right now to actually write off the cost of the internet service every month and the lights that I pay for and all the other services that I pay for to do this?
So here's an exclusive, y'all. One of the biggest scams that's going on, and has been going on for decades, is creating LLCs. Most individuals do not need an LLC to write off things for taxes. You don't need an LLC to write off. I'm gonna use Jay and Lady Q. If Lady Q goes and buys a bunch of blanks, those are the shirts that they're printing on. You don't need an LLC to write that off. She's in business. She's promoting it. She's doing it for a profit. keyword, they're doing it for a profit, because the IRS will also say, if they come and get you, they'll say, is this a profit or a hobby? Right. So you got to make sure you do that, because if it's a hobby, it's just for fun, it's not for profit, and they'll throw all your stuff out the window. So, but you don't need an LLC. You don't need a corporation. Now, a lot of people think having an LLC gives you more tax deductions. It does not. Absolutely does not. What it does is it can help protect your assets or helps protect you in court. That's all it does. The same exemptions that you have as an individual is what you would have as an LLC. They are the same.
Wow.
They're the same.
Wow. It just has to be done. It's being done for profit.
Yes, but that's across the board, LLC or not. And here's a better point. Most people waste money on creating LLCs.
Mm-hmm.
And the state of PA is $125. But the reason, again, why you have your LLC is to protect you from legal issues. It doesn't give you any tax benefits. However, you have to conduct business in a correct manner. Most people commingle their funds, meaning they'll take their work money, they'll take the money they do use getting cut grass or whatever their business is, they put it all on one account. They don't have a separate account.
Right.
And so in the legal world, they call that piercing the veil, meaning there's no real separation. There is no true divide between your personal life and your business life. And so if you're ever sued, they're going to say, oh, this LLC doesn't matter. Everything flows into one bucket, and it's all for the benefit of this person. So there is no legal protection in. So you just wasted $125 to get this so-called protection that all these commercials and these lawyers and some of the accountant mills, there's a lot of mills out there, but they don't tell y'all the real deal. And again, for me, it's kind of hard because I see this stuff all the time. And it's like, y'all not telling the full truth. It takes time to get out the full truth. But sadly, we all have short attention spans.
Is it easier to get audited if you don't have an LLC? Like, it seems odd to have just a name and you're filing and claiming stuff.
No, your social security number off the bat makes you a business. You can do business. So, Jay, we used to walk up and down the street on Washington Lane and Stanton Avenue. Let's say we wanted to sell water. And I'm talking about when me and Jay were in middle school together. Let's say we wanted to sell water. We'll see kids selling water sometimes on those streets.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need an LLC to do that. Now, you might have to get proper licensing from the city and all of that, but you don't need an LLC to do that. Now, there are times when you actually need an LLC, but that's a whole separate thing. It's a whole separate thing.
So I'm going to repeat. The LLC is there, and Ashabu just reiterated what I was about to say. Well, she said it first. I didn't reiterate it. LLC is for protection so they can't touch your home/assets. I guess if whatever you're selling for profit gets into some type of situation where somebody, I don't know, claims.
Let's say you got a restaurant, right? And people keep getting food poisoning.
Right.
You might want to have an LLC because it'll protect your home if you have a home, right? If you own a home. It might protect your, let's say, for example, I'm being full disclosure. My father passed. He left me through property. So now I am in a landlording business professionally. So, those things you have to make sure you protect.
So I have another question. With what I do with Michael Sean, so with let's say under the umbrella, what I do for profit, I do a morning show / podcast, whatever, however you want to label it, and I do comedy. And let's say my Cash App, what I'm getting for any, and maybe it's not, and I'm not complaining, y'all. I'm not complaining. It's not $1,000. It's not a year that I make off of it. But when I claim that, can I just go to my Cash App and say that is the business? Because that's all I've done with the Cash App is get money for business. Would I be able to use that? Like if I brought it to you to be able to do the year in review, and should I claim that?
So yes, you should claim it, but you have to be careful. So for example, I'm going to use me.
Okay.
I know I sent you some money to start investing.
Right.
That's not business money. That was just homie to homie. Yo, I want to get you going. I want to get Jay going.
Right.
Good way, Jay.
I did it.
You did what? What did you do? Say what you did.
I invested $10 today in myself through my Cash App VOO. Yes, I did it today, knowing that you were coming on, but I did it.
All right, good. I'm gonna be a bully. So y'all know Jay's admitted he was a bully back in the day. Now I'm gonna bully him in real life. Now we old.
Good. Keep going. Don't lose your thought.
No. So no, Mike, you're not necessarily going to take everything, because you might send money to your Imani. I believe you have another daughter.
Yeah, 3 daughters. So when I send money to them, is that affected? Because I'm sending money, but wouldn't that still be my account?
You got to be careful that you don't include that. Because let's say Imani sent you, I don't know, $5. Say, hey, Pop, go get lunch on me.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're getting lunch for $5, but she sent it because she loves you. And so you want to make sure you don't lump that in with and saying it was sales.
So why do you ain't really got to report your Cash App, do you? Like legally, for real?
I think you do, because they send me a tax form on Cash App.
It's called 1099K. If y'all remember, a couple of years ago, they were upset because they lowered the threshold of where you had to report.
Yes.
Before, it used to be $5,000 in activities on what's called third-party networks. Cash App would be one. Square is another one. PayPal is another one. Stripe is another one. But now, if you make $600, you have to do it. But here's the caveat: if it's personal, you don't have to report it for business. But here's the thing: like a lot of times, people are being slick, and they're actually doing business, and they'll set up a personal Cash App, and they'll do stuff here, right? They'll get their hair done. Somebody might Cash App their stylist. They're not necessarily reporting that. So that's part of the reason why government stepped up, because they always want to know where the money's going. And that's part of the reason, honestly, they're trying to reduce cash out there, because cash is not really trackable in the same way that these transactions are. Cash App and like.
So it'll say, okay, I don't have I said create a I went to my Cash App. It says create a business account. So I don't have one. So everything is personal. So I'm good as long as it doesn't label as business.
Well, maybe.
I'm not using it for a business though. I mean, I'm really not.
All right. Yeah. But when you do set it up as a business, they take a fee for every transaction.
I didn't even know that you had to set your Cash Up as a bit. I didn't even know there was an option to set it up as a business.
Yeah, you go in there in the settings, in the bottom it says create as a business account. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
So you don't have to report. I thought it was like a certain dollar amount that you had to do it. But Mike, since yours not even created as a business, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Is that right, Kamar?
Let's talk about it offline.
Okay. All right. Cool. Got you. Definitely should have business accounts. This is Ashabu. Definitely should have business accounts, operations accounts, business payroll accounts, business operating account, and a business savings account. I used to have a business savings account a long time ago.
Yep. And I will say this. Some of these platforms, your PayPals, your Cash Apps, if they find out you are running a business on your personal account, they have shut things down or suspended the money, meaning you can't take it out. You can't do anything with it.
Cool.
Yeah, they've jammed up a lot of people.
All right, so that's good all insight, people. If you got more than a couple dollars in your account, you need to make sure you're good.
So you J Black trying to send Mike to IRS prison. Don't let him get you. I Billy.
No. Oh, yeah. We got an expert. Ask Kamari. Whatever questions I got, put it in the chat.
All right. So when do you think a business gets to a point where you think a LLC should be something that you do?
So that's a tough question to ask, because every situation is personal. Personal finance is personal. All right. But let's say you have a home. Let's say, you got some kids, you want to protect them, meaning you want to keep them out of your shenanigans and your mess. Sometimes it could be upwards to $1. So for example, Mike, I'll use you. It could be easy for you to get picked up by a network to do a morning radio show or any kind of radio show. right? The industry's changing, but sometimes some of the hosts will get paid through their LLCs. Sometimes there is some liability when you on the air because some jocks have gotten sued for what they said on radio. The latest one I'm thinking about is Envy with his real estate stuff. I don't know what he did. I'm not saying there's any implication of guilt.
Yeah, he got cleared. He got cleared. Well, go ahead.
He got cleared. Okay.
Yeah.
But I know there was a whole bunch of stuff going on with that. So it might make sense to have certain things in LLCs and by the way, LLC isn't the only kind of entity that you can create. You could have LLCs, you could have partnerships, you could have corporations. It all depends, right? And it just depends. But if you want to say an amount, I would say it's all about risk. So you have to think about what risk you're taking. So it could be $1, it could be at $100,000 where you need to create an LLC. Might be $1 million. But I'll just say this: a lot of times people get these LLCs and they don't do anything with their business, and they're just sitting on the shelf doing nothing.
Well, one radio station that I worked at, actually, I had no choice but to get paid through my LLC.
Okay.
And honestly, it benefited me because of all the resources that I had to do just to do the job, and everything I had to spend just on going to the job. And it did benefit me, but like, I didn't know what you're saying is it benefited me because it made me start
taking it serious and
being more structured and actually taking my expenses. But what you're saying is I could have been doing that even without an LLC. I just became aware of it because of the LLC situation and because I had to be responsible for my taxes.
Right. So here's the thing. A lot of times big corporations want to do business with other corporations and entities. They don't necessarily want to do business with an individual because sometimes you get caught up in labor issues of what an employee is versus a contractor. And so if you are already set up as an LLC, that takes a lot of it off the mat.
Yeah.
And again, I know all it sounds super convoluted, and I hope I didn't bore anybody.
No. I'm starting to get it. Like honestly, you've been on this show so long and been doing this stuff that actually, when you're explaining this stuff now, because you've repeated it over, and I'm saying this in a positive way because we need it to be repeated over and over again.
Right.
It seems like now it's clearer because I go like, oh, it almost is like, oh, that makes sense. That's not really that difficult. The tedious part is keeping your records.
Yeah, so that I tell everybody's talking about they want to get rid of this, they want to get rid of that. The real cheat code, what your books look like, that's the sexy part, because that's going to help you track what's going on. That'll help you plan. That'll help you make certain decisions in your business. And when the IRS comes knocking, it helps you protect yourself against paying too much in taxes. So, that's the thing everybody should be looking for. Listen, organization overall is a cheat code. I don't think people think about that enough. When you can put up a piece of paper somewhere and say, you know what, because this is the system I follow, it's there. That saves so much time and so much brain energy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So we have someone, Asha, that goes to church a lot. She pays her tithes. Like, could she write
Asha goes to church a lot? All right, shout out to Asha.
How does she keep track of what she's paying? Like, could she write that off at the end of the year? Her donations to the church?
So yes and no. Yes and no. It depends. It's a little tricky. But usually the church, most bigger churches, not all, but most churches usually keep track of what your tithes and offering is, and they will send you a report or a statement at the end of the year, and you can report it on your tax returns. But the reason why it's a little convoluted is because you have this thing called standard deduction and itemized deductions, and they are all based upon what your filing status is. So you can be single, meaning you have no dependents.
Mm-hmm.
You could be head of household, meaning that you have some dependents, and a dependent usually is a child, sometimes a parent, sometimes, biological birth, adopted, whatever it may be. Those things matter. Then you might have people who are married, by law, if you're married, you're supposed to file jointly or elect to file married and separate, but you're supposed to do that. We got a lot of people out here who are married and just file single. They don't do that because they are playing a game of how big of a tax refund they can get. So it can be really, really intricate. Really intricate.
Yeah, Rashida confirmed she get hers at the end of the year for what she
in
paid.
church we get our
How do
tax
you know
paper
what I
at the end
paid?
of the year because they got to keep track.
But the basket coming around, you don't know if I'm putting 20 in there or 100 in there. Like, how do you know?
But that's the tithing we do. Nobody's running in our pockets.
Okay.
Church got a different. When you're a member for real. Right. When you're a member of a
keep
church,
track of your
right. Because then that's just a love offering. A lot of times when they're collecting the basket.
Yeah, the stuff they getting from us, they don't get. They throw that. They throw that in.
Right, but the tithes, the people who remember the tithes, that's marked.
Tithes and offerings. I got you.
There was one question that said she travels with her son for AAU basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's trying to add. Well, she has a question mark at the end. Couldn't write any of those expenses off.
Oh, could she?
So if it's a question, I would say no because that's really personal. You're not going. Now I see Billy brought up NIL, name, image, and likeness. If you are getting paid for a name, image, and likeness, then you could potentially start writing off travel.
Got you.
Got it.
But the stuff that you said about your books is the cheat code, your organization on your books. And I don't know how this coincides, but a lady came in and she's a math teacher. She's been a math teacher for years. And I was doing a discount for her, but I had to go through these screens to actually put the discount for us, 15%. And she gave me this, and I should have written it down because I had to go through the screens. And it wasn't that I was trying to figure out the discount, but I was trying to get through the screens. Each screen I had to put a code in and everything like that. But she broke down, if you want to get the discount, she gave me this cheat code on how to get the discount that is really fast. And I should have written it down because the first time she said it, I said, oh shit, that's simple. She said, yeah, I teach math. I like math because the reason why I love math, because math gives you answers. And
everything in life is math, actually, though. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yes. And that's what later in my life, I realized how important. This is why when we started saying, well, you're not going to use this math for the rest of your life anyway, it was really a naive, ignorant thing to say because it helps you create your brain to learn how to get to the answer. And my thing with your cheat code with the books, if you keep strong books, gives you your answers on where you're losing money, where you're making money, how you can readjust, and where maybe you shouldn't spend a certain amount of money on this, or maybe you should take this out of the budget altogether. It just wasn't worth what it was doing. So I thought that was interesting on, once again, the tedious part of writing things down. If you want to put it in a computer spread and whatever you do that. And I'm not really slick with it, but when I keep everything in a book and I keep it written properly and I take my time writing it out, it actually clears everything up for me, which is what I'm doing putting this comedy show together. So I just wanted to bring that up, that cheat code of your books being so essential and organization being so essential.
But guess what? Inside of those books, it's all math.
It's all math.
It's all math.
It's all math. And if it looks like a foreign language to you, you're in trouble.
Right.
And that's when, not no offense to you, but that's when you have to pay somebody to read these numbers, and then you have to pay somebody's moral standard to see if they're telling you the truth because you can't read it.
And the thing is too is, Mike, it doesn't make sense for you to do what I do, right? Because God has given you a talent of being funny. I ain't that funny. I'm not entertaining. I read the numbers. I might be able to slide in the joke here or there, but that's not my God-given gift and ability. That's Mike's, right? So you should, in my opinion, you should spend time fostering that. And if you can, I know, but there's levels to it, right? So everybody in their journey might not be able to pay for somebody like me, and I'm actually not that expensive.
Right.
But the thing is, you should try to either one, befriend someone like me, because Mike will call me up and ask me a question. Jay will do the same. Or, hire someone like me, because they will be essential and they will pay. What your investment in paying them, let's say you pay me $1,000. I'm sure the $1,000 that you pay me will be tenfold, meaning the value you get over time will be tenfold, easily.
So that would be something like you pay, let's just say, to make it easy, top of the year, I say here's $1,000, and then you then take control of what? Like, what do you oversee? What would
So
then
let's
be
say
the
you pay
step?
me $1,000. Let's say you're in business, right?
Right.
So then it's like, Mike, you got a show in Houston or Dallas. I know you go back and forth to Dallas. You got a show in New York. I know you're doing Jonesy, but never mind. I can't say what I want to say about Jonesy.
Okay.
You travel. A big thing that people miss out in travel in business, they don't track their miles. So in the year of 2025, you got 70 cents a mile. And so I know, because I know you're in Jersey, but for me, I'm in Philly. Philly to New York is about 90 miles. Let's say you do that a couple times a week, or let's say once a week.
Once a week, yep.
100 miles. Let's just say it's 100 miles for easy math. So 100 times 52, we're doing math again. That's 5,200. So you got 5,200 miles that you can write off a map. So can somebody tell me what 52 times 70 cents is? 5,270 cents.
All right, you want 5,000 times 70 cents?
Yeah.
$3,640.
So roughly $3,600. So that deduction is lost. So you're going to pay extra taxes. You're going to give the IRS a tip because your organization is not good enough to track your mileage when you go back and forth to New York.
Now, what if I wasn't getting paid by them, but I was doing it every Monday?
But so, all right, so here's another thing what you got to think about. I said the word profit right earlier. There's a key word. You're not, Jonesy's very pretty. I'm just going to say that. You're not doing it just because she's pretty.
Right.
Right. You're not just saying, I'm going to go be in the company of Jonesy because she's pretty and she's funny. I'm doing it because there's some kind of profit motive at the end of the day.
Got you.
So I would say it's still a business transaction. That's why you're driving.
And then with that, do the tolls, do the Easy Pass tolls are included, or is just the miles?
So the tolls are included in the miles, but you should keep them all because, again, try not to be too technical. There's two ways to write off automobile expenses. You have your actual, where you write off, let's say, your maintenance, your oil, your brake changes, your gas, your tolls, and all that. And then you have your mileage, and that kind of encompasses everything. But normally, mileage is usually the best way, especially when you have an older, a newer car. And here's another thing: once you select which way you're going to write off your automobile, you got to stick with it. So if you're going to do actual expenses, you got to do actual expenses the whole time you own it. If you're going to do mileage, you got to do mileage. Now, here's the thing: you're supposed to check or collect mileage either way you do it, because that's the way the IRS. And here's the other thing. Here's a cheat code for y'all. If you're working with somebody and they're not thinking about what's defensible against the IRS, you've already played yourself, because they're going to do all kind of wild stuff, make stuff up. Nine times out of 10.
What's defensible against the IRS?
Right.
That
So
has to be essential if somebody's working for you, obviously.
absolutely.
Right?
And I'm not trying to sell fear. And no, Mike wouldn't go to jail. He's not going to tax prison. I think somebody said that in the comments, right? Jay's not going to swing tax prison. However, they can jam your life up in ways that you don't even imagine.
Right.
And so you want to make sure that it's rare that they do an audit, but when they come, you want to be prepared. You want to have your books in order. So this is another time where having organization or good organizational skills is a cheat code, because if you send them all your stuff and it checks out, let's say 80, 90% of the times, sometimes it just go away. But you got to be able to have them, the documentation, or the word you might hear is
They can tell if you're official, if you're doing right or not, or versus you just loosey goosey. Now they're gonna look deeper into you.
Correct.
Got it. Mike, Kamari, Nikki had this question for you.
Kamari. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
since I'm disabled and live with my daughter, can she claim me on her taxes? I do receive disability benefits.
I would say yes if she's truly providing. And I know your name's not Reggie. You look like a woman.
That's Nikki White Chocolate, but she turned into Little Reggie. It's a long story. It's a long story.
Gotcha.
She wanted to run with it. So all right, Little Reggie.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
she
got titties. She got all that.
I can't say that. I'm not going to say that, y'all. But yes, more than likely, your daughter can claim you.
All right.
Cypher want to know.
Cypher says, can I claim violating people's rights on a daily basis? Oh, go ahead.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, he said, can he claim money he sent to another country? Because we got scammed. We were sending money to Africa. He want to know, can he claim that?
First of all, we're not going to say you got scammed because BC is adamant in saying that he did not scam you guys. So let's be fair if he's watching. He said he's adamant that he did not scam anybody, that the money that was sent. Now, this is the question. The money that was sent to BC was for a school and providing supplies for a school. Is that something that you can use as a write-off? Could Cypher use that as a write-off? I think Cypher put out a lot more money than Jay Black's money.
It depends. So it's supposed to be a nonprofit organization that's recognized as a nonprofit by the IRS. So it depends. And I doubt it if you're talking about overseas.
All right. And this
and by the way, even when you go to somebody's first fry or rent party, and they're raising money for the community, those things are not necessarily a write-off. It's just goodwill. You just give them back to the people. It's not a tax thing.
And I want to read this.
What up, man?
I'm a note-taking guy myself. I have plenty of notebooks. It's proven that when you write it down, your brain processes it better. That is actually proven, and I live by that. I've watched tutorials about it. I've watched from spiritual leaders talk about it to when you write it down, it changes. Listen, I'm not as good at explaining that, but it just makes it real. It clears things up. It becomes almost the manifestation. It becomes real when the thoughts in your mind.
Exercise the muscle, right?
Yes.
Your hand muscle connection.
Yes.
It records to your brain a lot easier. But I'm like, Ant, I got a mountain of paper notepads,
and then you got to organize the notepads.
Correct, but I got a couple of devices I'm starting to write stuff down on digitally, and it's helping a little bit. Because when you write stuff down on notepads, and it's like 3 years from now, you're like, damn, where did that go? So I'm putting them in the notepad so I can scan through them quickly.
K-Day got a cheat code.
K-Day from the sub got a G code. There's an app that you can use that can turn on when driving to track all your mileage. I use it. I use it for real estate.
So there's a couple of them. QuickBooks has one with one of their apps. There's another app specifically for that. It's called Mileage IQ. I don't get paid for either one of them.
And then I never activated it. Mileage
IQ. It takes it's like $10 a month or something.
Ain't nobody paying for that. Oh, my bad. That just blurted out. Go ahead.
So listen, you won't pay for it, but it actually, we just figured out the numbers, right? So
it'll pay for itself.
I think it was $3,200 or $3,600, right? Just for using Mike's example. I'm sure other people, I know other people, if they use that, it'll pay 1,000-fold over that for the lazy savings they get. But here's the trick. You have to go through and then record and categorize rather what each trip was. Was this a trip to the market? Well, that's a personal trip, right? Is this a trip for you to go hang out with Jonesy? All right, that's a business trip. Is Mike and Lady Q, is Jay and Lady Q driving to go get some merch or do something?
Yeah.
That's also a business write-off. You have to record that in the app.
Now you can put the notes in the app then, right? You can just put them down.
Yeah, but they'll actually give you how to categorize it. The business app, right? And the IRS loves that. This is something that you do ongoing, what they call contemporaneously. So you have notes, like that's a part of what you do. Like they see you are working to be organized.
Now this is a tricky one. Jeanette had a question. Can you claim a foster child on your taxes?
Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes.
Okay.
A lot of times you can.
All right. The next question.
It said a big home improvement.
If a big home improvement. Can you claim that?
Like you redid your kitchen on your own.
So one thing I've learned with our people, we speak about certain things in various ways. So a big home improvement could mean a lot of things to you, Cypher. And is this home a rental property for business use? Like, are you selling products and services out of it, or are you just living there? And so 9 times out of 10, if you're just living there, no, there is no real tax benefit of writing it off. Except you're beautifying your living space, your quarters. But if it's for business, yes, you can write it off. If it's for rental property, you can write it off. I've been spending money on these chimneys because for some reason my dad he had problems with his chimneys, and he just kind of worked around it for years. Well, they started cutting off my furnaces. My tenants wouldn't have heat. I'm not going to keep trying to scoop them out, and then I got bricks falling down from the chimney lining all the way to the top. So I just had to get them done. Spent a boatload of money. There's a lot of things you learn, you have to spend money on. This is why savings is so important when you get into real estate. But that's a big write-off for me. That's going to be a big write-off for me.
There was a question about if you can't find certain W-9 forms from certain jobs, can we call the IRS to get a listing of all the jobs that have been filed with them?
All right, so he's speaking about W-2s. W-9 forms are the form that you
that's
give
on regular
to
tax.
a company. Yeah, but the W-9s are the forms you're supposed to give to the corporations when they pay you as a business or independent contractor. I'm sure you meant W-2s. So yes, I encourage everybody who's listening, everybody create an IRS account. Just go to irs.gov, set up an account. It's actually more important to have this account set up than you checking your credit, because being able to check what's going on with your taxes, because taxes impact your credit as well, is super duper important. A lot of people don't think about it, but just go over there, set it up.
Yeah, I'm on there. The only reason I'm familiar with it because that's how I make my payments.
Right.
So that's how I started reviewing and playing around with it, seeing how much I still owe, how much in interest and stuff like that on there.
So you see right there on the right where it says IRS account. So click that, sign in. They'll make you do what's called ID.me. You'll need your ID. You might do a short video, but it pays itself off in gold, or it's worth its weight in gold.
They don't charge you, right? There ain't no money for
No,
that.
it's free.
Okay.
I mean, they do charge you. You pay taxes, right? It's one of your services.
That point.
And that's another thing, because I go out a lot of times and talk to children in school. People don't realize the benefit they get from taxes until they forget. And that's not to say that government does not overspend or misspend, but some of the things they spend money on, I know Cypher's a part of Philly PD. Policing is important. I know the Black community has a crazy relationship with the police department, justifiably so. However, they provide a service. And they've saved a lot of grannies going to the store, walking across the street, save kids, all kinds of stuff, right? That's where their salaries come from. Same thing for fire departments. Same thing for schools, right? Taxes overall is a way for everybody to kind of chip in on the big things that nobody has enough money in their own personal bank accounts to chip in for or to pay for, but to make sure that it keeps going on.
Is it more beneficial to be married as a union with two people filing? They give you more for married couples than single, right?
Depends. Is it a healthy marriage?
No, I'm just saying like tax purposes, because some people are holding out getting marriage, thinking, oh, well, I'm told them yesterday, marriage is a business and you can benefit from it versus being two single. So I just wanted to hear you say I was right with that.
You were right, Jay. I know that's all you want to hear. You were right, Jay. So you've been wrong twice, right once. I'm keeping track.
Go ahead.
I got you. But yeah, typically, like I said,
that's if you want to share. As if you want to share. Like you said, a healthy relationship.
There's a lot of caveats.
That when you say healthy relationship, that's a big deal. If you feel like going in this together and making the money, or you feel like I can get this money and I don't have to split it with her. That goes back to a healthy relationship. And Jay's in a healthy relationship.
So it works out.
It works out very nicely.
I'm just trying to see if Cousin Ash should be married. I got somebody that's holding out. They got a baby
even though you were right, it even made you more wrong on the last one.
Come on, Mike. Sorry about it.
It even made you more wrong. Let me dig this grave. Let me dig this grave right here. Let me dig it.
Y'all stupid. We asking questions for the people.
No, wrong
let's
one.
let's read this, y'all. So
all right, because I got to go after this one.
Okay. I've taken my shovel to work and have helped people get out of their parking spots while on the duty. And I'm not the only one, right? Yeah. So police do a lot of this stuff, y'all. And just keep this in mind. And this is not an endorsement for police. The stuff that gets shown in the news is only about 1%, 0.5% of what actually goes on every day. There's a lot of good people on the force. Matter of fact, did I tell y'all last week the cops got called on me? I think I did.
Yeah, you told us. Yeah.
And they were cool. Didn't have a problem.
So the thing is, when it comes to Cypher, let's just say those numbers, we'll go by the numbers, that they're 1% of the problem. But Cypher was 100% the problem on why Dr. Aaron Smith is no longer on the show. So let's be clear.
Say it ain't so.
Let's be clear on that.
Say it ain't so.
Let's be clear on that.
Oh, we got to call the doctor back. We need to get doctor.
I keep saying that.
Just understand, when y'all want me to play, I can play. I let a lot of stuff just go for the purpose of the show. But I remember a lot of shit. A lot.
Something just got set off.
A lot.
I'm getting out of that. I don't want to play. I don't want to play right. I don't want
to. I am definitely proud of us. I'm definitely proud of the Takeover Legend community. This is a whole segment that flew by of probably 20 minutes, maybe more than 20 minutes of getting tax information. That is the website you need to go to. They have an app. You do have an app for PhillyTaxTeam.com, correct?
Yeah, that's my portal. Yeah, I don't have
portal. I'm sorry, the portal. Yeah,
for all my clients. And somebody else suggested maybe I get an app and do tax updates and things like that, and just go directly to the people.
So PhillyTaxTeam.com. Yes. Hey, he put it out there. If you want somebody to help you and supervise you throughout the year, so you're not in a super rush. Now, you still got to do your part by keeping organization during the year, but at least you have a trainer who keeps you on point, who keeps you doing your push-ups, keeps you doing your cardio, and keeps you doing your stretching, and say, hey, you have you been keeping up on it? He has a price. I get, he said $1,000. That was hypothetical. I don't know what the actual price is, but if you want this man to work with your finances the entire year, PhillyTaxTeam.com, go there. Obviously, you've known Kamari here for probably 2 years now. So he's personable. He's somebody who can talk to. He's somebody that we co-sign. In a trust issue. This is not something where he's trying to help you and benefit you. But his time is money, and a price has to be paid. Just like a price has to be paid for March 14th at my comedy show. It goes down. Michael Sean's birthday comedy show is going to be in Willingboro, New Jersey, the Elite Social Club. Go to Eventbrite, put in Michael Sean's birthday comedy show. Get your tickets. March 14th will be epic. It will be an instant classic. I will make y'all laugh. All my friends and family who are going to be there, but all the strangers that come through, I would love to have you, Kamari, if you can make it out March 14th.
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm definitely there, Kamari. Yeah, come on. That's one that's for sure I'm going to be at.
And Jay might be put to work, but we'll talk
about that. I might have Lady Q at that one too. We get to sit. Yeah, Lady Q might.
What you gonna call it again, Mike? What's the name? You said Mike.
Michael Sean's birthday comedy show on Eventbrite. And Jay, I may need you to work. So even though you were wrong a lot today, I still need your expertise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good morning, Claude. Good morning.
So don't be petty. Don't be petty, Betty. Don't be petty. Don't be petty.
You want the wrong guy to hell. Why would you want somebody that's wrong?
In this case, in that environment, you're absolutely the right. You're the absolute 100% right guy.
Miss Hawkins, Claude, what up, everybody?
Well, what up? We got to get Terrence back on here. Let us know how the show's going. Great show, everyone. Have a great day. You too, LaShawn. All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Oh, Mike, while I was helping Doc get out of his parking spot, I made one comment about him and Bill Cosby. And he straight up called me it never stops with you. It never stops. That's why I don't stop with you. Because it never stops. It never stops. I mean, the show is going to be fine, but taking a valuable part and there's points. And then you brought a scammer into the show. I don't know how much I can take. I don't know. And we know the love is full. There's love. Mike, okay, nice. With Jay, laugh out loud. I guess he played nice. Okay. We out of here. Kamari, thank you once again. We'll see you next Thursday. Back at it. Everybody get your finances together. Get your organization. Listen, one part of your life can be organized why can't the rest of your life be organized? So let's get it going. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, anything, or any circumstance take that from you. God got me. God got us. From Lady Q, wokeupinspired.com. Go get the hoodies. Go get the t-shirts. Go get the customized mugs and all that good stuff. Jay Black, Kamari, Amani, C. Chung, Dr. Aaron Smith, Sexy Mo. We are back tomorrow. We're gone. Gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the